Welcome to the section Increase Development Speed using Developer Tools. The first video of the section is Property Defaults in Development Time Configuration. The Spring Developer Tools are very helpful to decrease development time. You simply add the starter to your POM file. If you integrate the Spring Dev Tools, they disable caching from several libraries by default. For example, the ThymeLeaf template engine has the caching option set to true by default. The DevTools set it to false. They do also enable debug logging for the web logging group. For example, information about incoming requests is logged, what handler is used, the outcoming response is logged. If you wish to log all request details, including potentially sensitive information, you can turn on the spring.http.log-request-details configuration property. Here you see the default settings of DevTools. The DevTools include a live reload server to reload quickly the content of your website. It is by default enabled and listens on port 35729. If you use the DevTools remotely, the restart functionality is enabled and the secret header name is set to x-auth-token. You have to set a secret password to use the remote functionality on both server and client side. The restart functionality is also enabled by default. It polls every second to check for changes. Now let's watch the developer tools in action. We have set up a simple web application with the starters ThymeLeaf, Web, and the developer tools. We have put a simple index.html file with Hello World output. And we have created a controller class indexController with a request mapping method index. We ensure that the automatic build in our IDE is enabled. It automatically compiles changes of the Java files. The developer tools check every second the changes in the classes directory and restart the application if needed. By default, it doesn't check whether changes are made in the templates directory. We start our application and we check our application on the browser. Here we see the output of our index.html file. And now let's do some minor changes. In our index.html file, we add a paragraph with the parameter user. And we change our index method of the controller class. It gets a parameter modal, and this modal adds a new attribute named user with a value. So let's set now the attribute user with the value Petra. So now let's save the indexController file. And you see here on the console output that the application is restarting now. And we check our website and you see our output, user Petra.